Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft BroodWar Remastered, and today it's going to be a Carbot cast. Good stuff, man. I do love the animation. It is super cool and kind of cute, and a good change from the remaster, in my opinion. I know people don't like it. Some people don't like it. Some people like it a lot, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it once a month from now on, as I have been doing. So today we've got Sen versus HayprO here on Heartbreak Ridge, left side. We've got a red Zerg player from Taiwan. It is Sen. And on the right side, it's a Terran player. It's HayprO. He's Swedish. But Falcon, you say. HayprO is a Zerg player, but he is a race picker, according to Wikipedia. He plays Terran when he faces off against a Zerg player, which I assume means he does not like ZVZ, which makes him entirely relatable. ZVZ is not a very popular matchup to play or watch. So, HayprO is playing Terran today. Terran, let's see here. HayprO is retired as well as Sen. HayprO won about $4,000 playing StarCraft, and Sen won about $3,500 playing StarCraft. And yeah, it's a foreigner match. Foreigner versus foreigner. Terry the Overlord moving out. Yes, you are looking very spiffy today in your Carbot skin, which is purchasable at the link in the description. If you like this style, Carbot Animations has a whole YouTube channel devoted to it. We got StarCraft in this style. We've got Diablo in this style. Elden Ring. Let's see. World of Warcraft. What else? Warcraft 3. So yeah, if you haven't clicked on his StarCraft playlist, just do so. Go ahead and subscribe to him as well. So, overpooling it is Sen. Hatch down at about 11 supply. We got a barracks here on the way. No command center first play on this two-player map that everybody is very, very familiar with. Overlord says, what up, Steve the SCV? Steve the SCV merch at falconpaladin.store, as well as Terry the Overlord merch. Check it out, man. Cool place to be. Oh, this is one of my favorite things about the Carbot skin, too, is this little Zergling inside the spawning pool. Look at him. He's just bobbing in there. I like it. I like it a lot. So, handful of lings out. That's what the overpool is for. Ooh, good surround and kill on that SCV. That was sick micro out of Sen. Loving that. Yeah, so the overpool allows you to be aggressive or deal with early aggression, as the case may be. It does sacrifice some aggression and sacrifices some economy to make that happen. But it is kind of a middle ground if that's what you're into. Ooh, quick factory here. Oh, we're going to see some mech out of HayprO. Very well could. I do like players that play different races in StarCraft. It's fun. Like, okay, so this SCV is going to die too. Oh, is he? He can't really build a command center out here, and pretty much the best he can hope for is scouting a little bit. But yeah, the hard wall. Overlord scouts in, sees the hard wall, says, alright, so these lings aren't breaking this, not with two Marines behind the wall. It's fine. Gas coming in. This really feels like a mech opening. Or, that's a machine shop. I was going to say, potentially two-port Wraith. That is on the table here, too. Love the macro hatch. You know how much Falcon loves a good macro hatch here. That's what Sen's doing over here, too. And let's see what he's going to get with his first 100 gas. That's always a tell as to what's going to happen with the Zerg player. His first 100 gas is what? Going to be speed. Going to be a lair. Ooh, the SCV made it all the way across the map, too. Look at this dude. Very brave. Steve is dead, but his friend and brother, Stephanopoulos, is out here, too. Yeah, we're researching, oh man, Vulture movement speed here, ion thrusters coming in, gonna be mech. Woohoo! Alright, so the Terran fans are like, man, there's so much SK Terran on the channel recently, when are we gonna see some mech? We did see some mech last week, or maybe earlier this week. It was a game featuring, I think it was Haya and Hyuk. Spoiler alert, there's mech in that one, okay? So if you want some mech, go watch that video. If you love the SK Terran, then like watch every other ZVTF cast in the last 2 weeks, because it is so much SK Terran. Sometimes battle cruisers get added, and then is that still SK Terran? I don't know. I need someone to clarify that for me. Second base coming up from HayprO. HayprO. SCV dies. Lair first. No metabolic boost first with that 100 gas. Sen actually... Hold on a second. Sen is not getting metabolic boost at all. So this is Muta stuff. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Gas getting taken. Lair popping. Yeah, all right. All right. Wait, did that lair start sooner than I thought it did? Am I entirely blind? Entirely possible. All right. Well, Spire coming up. Wait, do these lings have speed? Dude, if these lings don't have speed. Okay, yeah. They got the wings on their backs. Yeah, this is why you sunken up. Vultures are like, okay, we're just going to sit here out of sunken range and stop your gas collection here at the natural base entirely. How's that sound? Bad, says Sen. Why must you do this to me? Well, because I'm meching. Look at me making more factories back home, researching spider mines too. Oh no, it is metabolic boost is on the way. Okay, so the wings are just part of slowlings in Carbot. I feel like I should know this by now, but I don't. So yeah, dealing with these vultures with the speed upgrade when your lings don't have their speed upgrade totally sucks. But here we go, more lings popped. Tried to get in here. Oh, they got one. That was pretty good, but don't engage out. Don't engage out there, away from the sunken if you don't have the speed upgrade. It's researching. It's all good. Oh, man, the vultures are like, we really want to stop all the gas collection. This is good micro out of HayprO, man. He knows how to be annoying against a Zerg player because he mains Zerg. Yeah, love that. Love to see a player who's very familiar with, a matchup from one side of it play it from the other side. Whoa, 2, 4, 6, 8. That was 8 lings down to that one spider mine. Look how happy they are too. Hello, I'm a spider mine. I'm here to murder everybody. We got 7 Mutalisks in production now. And that means Goliaths. If you're going to deal with a Muta opening as a meching player, it's Goliaths. These Marines aren't going to do a whole lot because they don't have any upgrades because we're not upgrading Marines today. Dude, are we serious? Yeah, I mean, that spider mine wiped out. My gosh. All right, so now the mutas are out, and now the vultures are like, okay, it's time for us to be gone. Thanks. Spider mine dead, so that future attacks by that spider mine are not possible. Goliaths in production. Charon boosters on the way too, because of course you want that when the mutas are flying around. Mutas look a little bit kind of zombie-esque, I feel like, with this skin. They just got big white pupils, like, I mean, just like big white eyes, like no irises in there at all, just kind of like, bleh. I guess all Zergs are sort of brainwashed, though, so it makes sense. I do like the design of the vulture here. Just kind of do-rag over his head, big old goggles on. No arms to speak of. Seems weird. Like, one of the things that you notice in the remaster of the vultures is that they've got these big, beefy shoulders and arms. Man, they're strong. But none in the Carbot skin. They're armless. Ooh, how? Sen managed to get a 3rd base down here. I'm impressed by that. I love this one Muta. Like, hey, do you have anti-air? Yes, cool, bye. Just going to clear out spider mines and try to just get rid of any of the vultures I find out on the map here, because map control does belong to the Mutas at this stage of the game. Hydralisk Den on the follow-up. Not going for all the Mutas in the world. That is sometimes what we see in answer to this Goliath opening, is just all the Mutas in the world. Fighting all the Goliaths in the world. And it's, I don't know, kind of tough to come out on top there if you're a Zerg player, I feel like. Just because the Goliaths have that range, they're hitting you 2 or 3 times before you close the distance to attack them. Because you're a Mutalisk. Your attack range is garbage. But you have splash damage, so that kind of makes up for it. Plus, you're super fast, and you can fly, so that's nice, too. Right? A lot of benefits to being a Mutalisk. More factories on the way from HayprO, 2nd base up, kind of walling off against Ling attacks, but not really on the menu here. As working on muscular augments and missile attacks is our guy, Sen. Is he gonna... Oh, yeah, look at him. He's mining through this back mineral field to give him access to his own 3rd base along this back way. Also, kind of gives him vision if vultures manage to get up here and kind of start harassing the natural base too. That's super annoying stuff and can be shut down. Oh yeah, these... What did I say about map control, you vultures? Go on, get. Like the birthday candles here on the Queen's Nest. Fantastic. Good. Just really, really good stuff, the Carbot. I like him. I like Carbot animations quite a bit. He's an awesome dude. Ensnare's on the way. Okay. We don't see Ensnare very much in these games, do we? I like it. Ensnare does decrease the attack speed of most things it hits, including Goliaths, not including stuff with really slow attack speeds like Reavers or Siege Tanks. Dude, remember when I was like, map control belongs to the Zerg, and then suddenly drones are dying? But that was a temporary thing as those dudes are dead. Vultures are out. Out and about. Okay, well, 11 mutas are out. They got +1 Carapace. They are working on +1 Flyer. So then Queens. So it's going to be Hydra Muta Queen from Sen here. I kind of like it. I like it because it's different, right? It's not just mutas and Scourge versus Marines and Science Vessels like SK Terran games are. We get different stuff here, man. Carbot Mech, Queens, Ensnare. I like all of this stuff quite a bit. So 3 base in Zerg, 2 basing Terran. Really just making nothing but Goliath at this stage. Adding in, well, getting siege mode, so adding a tank or 2. Yeah, having some tanks is going to help against these Hydralisks, no doubt. I really haven't seen Lurker aspect get researched here. Wow. Hive timing pretty quick for this build, too. So going for a Hive on the 3 bases. Starport's on the way. Comsat station, because he is worried about the potential of Lurkers. HayprO is. APM check 250 for Sen. About 200 here from HayprO. So yeah, kind of a chill game so far. The mutas haven't really tried to commit to anything yet. This is maybe the first push of the day from HayprO here, about 11 minutes. But man, this is a lot of Hydras. They got +1 attack. They are working on additional attack upgrades here. Hydras trade really well versus Goliath, especially if mutas are involved here. And especially if a big fat Ensnare catches these Goliaths when they're clumped up like this. That would be super good. Science Facility on the way from our guy HayprO. So yeah, overall, gotta say this is a pretty interesting game so far. We got the OFFRACING HayprO. We got the Ensnare. We got the mech opening. We got a million Goliaths out of HayprO. Here's the engage. Here's the Ensnare. Nicely done. Ensnare is up. Hydra's fighting. The goop is all over them. The attack speed has been slowed. Siege Tank's getting some nice big juicy hits and not really getting target fired there either. I feel like maybe the priority here should be the Siege Tank, but all right. Oh, and wow. Looks like a hold here from HayprO. Even with the green goop on these Goliaths, they come out on top. A lot of their brothers died for sure. But pulling back is our guy Sen. Yeah, those mutas did not do as well as I think they were expected to do. So that guy's got 8 kills. That is an 8-kill Siege Tank. That is not Lings that he's killing either. Those are Hydralisks that they are killing. Another Ensnare comes in, catching them good. And this time, the resulting Hydra attack. Oh, good snipe on that Spider Mine. That was tough. Unburrows, target fires it. 2 tanks sitting back. Oh gosh, running into Spider Mines. That was 7 Hydras dead to Spider Mines. Where are the Overlords? Why are they not following these guys around? That was humongous, dude. Queen, get out of there. Queen, don't die. Okay, Queen didn't die. Cool. More mutas, more Hydras in production here. This has been nuts. Some really good battles there for sure. But yeah, it's mech. We got the Vultures. We got the Siege Tanks. We got the Goliaths. Just because if we don't have those, the mutas are going to run rampant all over our army. Let's see if we get any Science Vessels. Control Tower, Starport. Science Facility, we're ready to go. All the pieces are here. Let's see if HayprO decides to start one here or not. Mutas. Taking some Karen boosted shots right to the face here. Okay. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I mean, these are 1-1 mutas, man. And every one of those bounce attacks benefit from the 1 attack too. So, I mean, it increases the DPS of a Mutalisk quite immensely. Maybe another Ensnare isn't. Oh, another Ensnare is in order here. I'm going to be honest. I'm not noticing a lot of attack speed slowdown here. Move speed, definitely. I don't think I mentioned that about Ensnare, but you guys knew that anyway. You guys are all StarCraft experts watching this. I very rarely find someone on the channel who's like, what is this game? Please explain it to me. If you're a StarCraft fan, you're a StarCraft fan. That's all there is to it. Another attack coming up. Hydras jumping in. Mutas trying to do anything they can against these tanks, especially. Look at all those dead Hydralisks on the ground. My gosh, the humanity. That is a Hydralisk graveyard. Muta's dying all over the place, too. The cost effectiveness of the mech is starting to show forth here. HayprO, 98 supply. Sen, 81 supplies. 58 to 40 workers in favor of the Terran 2. He's got a third base rolling. No sign of a fourth base here from Sen. This is a weird map for 4 bases. I mean, I guess down here you could expand, or here for minerals only, but the strategy he's going for needs that gas. So he really needs gas. I mean, this is going to be the place to expand. If you want to kind of freak HayprO out, expanding up here might do, but I love that there are spider mines here on both of these bases. So if an expansion attempt happens, that HayprO will know about it, or if the spider mines get killed, then that's a pretty good indication that there's an expansion going to go down there soon as well. So the mech upgrades are sitting at 1-1. The Hydra upgrades are at +2 attack. 0 Carapace, 0 ground Carapace. Flyer Carapace coming in too, man. Not bad, negating a bunch of the damage here from ye old Goliaths. Muta's just trying to find value, but HayprO's just got little bits of Goliaths stationed everywhere. And yeah, the Mutas do better against smaller groups of Goliaths. Really wants to kill a tank, really wants to kill another tank, but I'm not sure it's worth going in there. No, definitely not. Several Mutas are dying there. Hydra's up top to see if there's a fourth base coming in, but look at this 3-base to 3-base scenario. Not really what any Zerg player wants to see and wants to experience. I think he really intended to win this game by now. Went for a 3-base Muta Hydra, very gas-heavy attack. I just don't know that it worked out here. Trying to kill... He's going to sack these Mutas to try to kill these tanks. He gets one of them... 2 of them, and like killing those tanks gives these Hydras a nice little angle to get into the third, but this tank survives and more tanks are coming up, and 2-2 mech is done. Ooh. Oof, oof, oof. Yeah, at this point, I'm putting my money on HayprO. His TVC is looking pretty good, honestly. Dude, the Swede making it happen. And then Sweden won Eurovision recently, too. It's a good week for the Swedes, man. 10 Mutas in production. I mean, the ability to remax here off of 3 bases is pretty intense. Quick scan, sees what's going on. Is there a base here? No. What's coming out here? Hydras and Mutas. Nothing's really changed that way. Okay. Good information gathering here using the scan. It's 116 to 112 supply, but 20 of HayprO's supply here is in SCVs, so it's a bigger army here for Sen, which he needs. He really needs it. Oh, the scan happens, and then Sen immediately expands to the south here at the 6 o'clock. That's funny. Hydra accepts the spider mine hit. Drone comes in to try to expand here too. I like it. Muta's trying to find more stuff to engage with in here. We're investing into the Mutas. They got that +2 Flyer Carapace now, so might as well come in and cause some shenanigans. Cause a ruckus in HayprO's main base. Forcing a lot of Goliaths to respond to that. I like the double expand from Sen quite a bit. We're going to see... the Queens pop in there for a reason? I don't know. Muta's once again trying to wipe out these tanks, but their turrets up there now. That's not good. Oh, these tanks are just tearing through the Hydralisks. This is why we don't see the Hydralisks against the mech, because of this particular reason. One queen died there at least, maybe a couple more. So this is a tough time for Sen. He's now down 132 to 73 supply. Again, 20 of that is HayprO's workers. But man, Sen needs this third base and this fourth base to come up and needs it to be saturated like now if he's going to win this game. He is transferring from drones down to make that happen. Single Vulture is just going to have an absolute field day with this drone transfer. Holy crap. One drone down. 2 drones down? 2 drones down. This one Hydra's like, die. We'll fight to the death. 1v1 me, scrub. And the Vulture's like, no. I'm only good at killing small things, and you are not small. Blah. Blah, blah. Oh my gosh, it's a greater Spire here too. This is a weird game, man. We got off racing. We got mech. We got a Hydra Muta strategy with ensnares. We got a greater Spire coming in. At this point, it's got to be... Do you want Guardians? I don't know if you want Guardians. The whole point Charon Boost exists in this game is because Guardians and Mutas were impossible to stop by Terran, and so they gave the range upgrade. They gave the Charon boost, and things have been different ever since. And this was 1998, man. This is 25 years ago. This is ancient history we're talking about. This is how long the game has been balanced around that. So I just don't know that I like Guardians against Goliath if you're playing the Guardians. That's all. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, man. This Vulture Harass is good. I would like to see a little bit more consistent Vulture Harass, but this has been good. I mean, it's a good time, right? When Sen is trying to saturate his new bases to come in and just shut down all of the work that was done to make that happen. Yeah, crazy. $58 to $33 workers in favor of HayprO. More scans, just up this way to see if there's anything to worry about. No, great. Let's head up. Maybe try to get a fourth base of our own. Maybe expand up here too. Yeah, there are only 35 drones for Sen right now. He's trying to build more of them. Trying to spend more of them, but that's a larva, and that's money that he'd rather be spending on Hydralisks and, I mean, apparently Guardians too. Irradiate's getting researched. Hooray, 21 minutes. A little Irradiate play. Nice stuff. All right, Guardians are here. Let's see if they can get an angle to where the Goliath can't just murder. Why are there drones out in this part of the map? Bad rally, I guess. Guardians? Are you going to help? Guardians? Buddies? Holy crap, more Vulture. Dude, seriously. This Vulture stuff from HayprO has been amazing. It's going to come down to the Guardians. Like, oh, these Hydras are trying to save the day. It's so frustrating. Guardians, unsupported by anything. He's making 6 more. Holy crap. He's already got 10 of 16 Guardians. That's a lot of Guardians. They're going to stack up. They're going to take Irradiates. This is going to be bad. Dude, this Vulture Harass over the last 2 or 3 minutes from HayprO has been absolutely gobsmackingly, amazingly good. Sen cannot get to 40 workers today. Not for any significant length of time. More scans. Did he see? He sees them. He sees the Guardians. It's like, well, is there any sense in hiding them now? They exist. Okay, so keep making Goliaths. Nothing but Goliaths. Vehicle plating. More science vessels. Irradiate has been researched. Be ready to pop Irradiate on these guys. A pre-spread on these would be so good. Well, they're just kind of stacked, aren't they? The tanks are like, don't know how I feel about this with these Guardians hanging out. It's true. Going to be an Irradiate. This game has Guardians too. This is, might just weird fun this game. All right, well, there we go. Pow, pow, pow. Irradiates, big hits from the Charon boostin'. Ow, ow. Gosh, just so many good answers. Look at this guy. He's just murdering his friends here. Get out of there, dude. 160 to 87 supply. Not good. HayprO's got a 4th base. He's actively mining from it, whereas this 6 o'clock of HayprO is not actively mining at all. Scanning, scanning. See some Hydras heading down south here. Says, do we have enough tanks to hold a little Hydra attack up this way? And the answer is, yeah, I think so. This is a lot of 3-3 tanks against Hydras with no armor upgrades at all. I mean, I don't know how much it actually helps to have armor upgrades against +3 attack siege tanks. Let's just be real for a minute. And that's it. Sen taps out and HayprO is your winner. HayprO is just like, look, whatever you do, I have an answer for it. How's that sound, buddy? I know how this is. I've played against the strategy as Zerg before. It's super frustrating, right? Goliaths, siege tanks, vultures, spider mines, science vessels. How do you crack it as a Zerg player? Well, what we've seen in the past, it's drops. Right? You really got to start doing drops into places, into bases, drops over groups of tanks and vultures when there aren't 25 Goliaths hanging out, right? Dropping on this would be stupid. But getting access to bases through drops, right? Load up here, come up here, land on this, kill it. Send a drop over the main base, up the right side, over to here, you know? It's just, if you try to use ground forces, and even if you try to go over, just over the sky with mutas and guardians, it's going to be a tough deal. What are you smiling at? All your friends are dead, and your commander lost this game. Wipe that smirk off your face, soldier. Yeah. So, Irradiates, fantastic. Siege tanks, Goliaths, all of it very fantastic. Great upgrades, too. Upgrade advantage for the Terran. Yeah, having 3-3 compared to the ground upgrades of 3-0 and the air upgrades of 1-2. Just that is going to make a big difference throughout. And that and the power of mech, the power of upgrades, the power of just realizing everything Sen was trying to do and just responding to it appropriately as the Terran mech. He didn't just blindly go for a ton of siege tanks and vultures and then hope it would work out for him. No, man. He scouted. He saw the Spire. He went for Goliaths. Goliaths were a heavy part of his composition throughout this game, and they owned the skies. Guardians couldn't touch them. The Mutas couldn't really touch them. The Hiders couldn't touch them once the siege tank support came in, and that was gorgeous. Man, HayprO, CVZ is not bad. Not bad at all. 175,000 points from HayprO, 144,000 points from Sen. Outproducing HayprO 350 to 281, but the kill death ratio is about a 2-to-1er here. That's not great if you're a Zerg player. Only 4 buildings raised by Sen today. HayprO really never moved out. He never really moved out, did he? He got his second base, his third base, his fourth base. He never really crossed the halfway part of the map to threaten any of Sen's bases. He did vulture harass it, but that's not the same thing. Wow, that's amazing. Just kind of defended his way to victory there. Sen did outspend HayprO by about 5,000 resources in 23 minutes, but it was just the wrong stuff. And strategy matters. So, well done. GG, 2 thumbs up there from HayprO. I gotta say, when I figured out he was off racing, I didn't have the greatest, I don't know. So that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft BroodWar Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also find me at Twitch, Patreon, as well as other places at PayPal, at falconpaladin@gmail.com. And all right, so that's going to be it for me. And again, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.